Hello and welcome. I'm glad you were able to join us today for a new micro lesson on recruiting new supervisors. My name is Lindy Berg. I'm the NDSU Extension Area 1 Program Coordinator for our team within Conservation Leadership and Planning. And today we're going to be talking about and going through, as you're thinking about outgoing supervisors and incoming supervisors, the recruitment strategies and tools that are available to you. And you guys can think about some new names and members that might support your boards. Supervisor qualifications. So of course, this is a great thing just to review because it's really important. Obviously, these are qualifications they must have. They must be a landowner or a resident who occupies or uses land within the district. They must be a registered voter in the state of North Dakota. And are they willing to comply with all the state and federal laws? It's very beneficial if they support the non-regulatory incentive-based approach to natural resource conservation. And it's important that they have an interest and passion in conservation of soil, water, and other natural resources. And then are they willing to lead and represent the interests of the citizens within the district, so your communities and your stakeholders? The supervisor duties and responsibilities. So you can always refer back to, and I will show you the resources that you guys have in the SED supervisor position description. And they have a lot more. Obviously, you guys have a lot more than just a few things on this duties and responsibilities list. And you guys might have some things specifically for your district that you want to add. So anything that you can be transparent about to any recruitment members is great when it comes to onboarding and getting them a little more acclimated to what you guys do at the district level. So you guys are the face of the SCD, so model citizens of the district. And the biggest thing, as they say, you can walk the walk, can you talk the talk? And representing what you're doing. You guys do a lot to serve your district, and you need everyone to be there and be present, provide input. There's a lot of meetings. So there's 12-ish meetings, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, for 2 to 3 hours. Can they consistently attend those meetings and be present? Are they willing to travel? So there's a couple things like state convention and area meetings, and can they attend local events that can support your staff and their initiatives? Can they be accountable? Do you think they're accountable and a good representation for someone that can manage district financials and public funds? Modeling that conservation and support for the mission and purpose of the Soil Conservation District. And then you have your personnel management. So providing that guidance and direction to your staff, maintaining fair policy. Are they a positive supervisor for your staff, that someone that can encourage and support them with their initiatives? And then, of course, you want someone that has active participation and taking responsibilities seriously, and seeing, making sure they understand their responsibilities outlined by the North Dakota Century Code. So board assessment. So as you think about your board and who might be a great addition to your team, is there someone that can bring new ideas, their new passion and transparency and trust within the organization, someone that is maybe well respected within the district? And are they accountable? Do they align with the organization's mission, the vision and strategic goals that you guys have? Can they bring some new ideas? When you think about mapping out the skills and experiences of the existing board members, can you identify areas where there might be some deficiencies there or some gaps and find someone that can fill those areas? Communication and team dynamics. It's good to do also some good self-reflection at this time to determine how existing board members are also doing in these areas. That really sets a good example for oncoming board members. Is everybody recommitting and committed to attending meetings? Are they familiar with what is going on with the financials? Are you aligning with maybe it's a time to review your mission and your strategic goals? And is everybody in line with that? And so it's a good time to come back together as a team and do some self-reflection. Identify key attributes, knowledge, and expertise. So it's important to evaluate current supervisor strengths and any gaps or weaknesses that may emerge as existing supervisors step down. So here's some things like attributes like gender, age, race, where they're located, underserved communities, the knowledge and expertise of those that are on the board, and then your strengths. So are there any gaps that you really want to focus on as current supervisors step down, and who you might want to replace them? And as we think about diversity and inclusion and board composition, you can work towards building a diverse and an inclusive board to ensure that your board reflects the community and the stakeholders that you serve. And then that board composition of finding the right balance of different types of directors and those with different experiences based on your organizational needs. And you guys will have these resources that can help you work through these recruitment matrices and finding some new names and members for your board. And so these are just some areas that can help you think outside of your normal pool of supervisor candidates. There's a lot of different areas here with conservation groups at the school, at the college, game and fish, youth organizations, the water board. Are there anybody that you think of within some of these different groups that you don't typically think about that might be a good fit for your board? So here are some of the resources that you guys have accessible to you. So this is the SCD supervisor position description with the qualifications, duties, and responsibility. And there is a back to this as well. And feel free to add to this. This is a template for you guys that you can use. Feel free to add to it if there's something local at your district that you want to add. Feel free to do so. But it's a great resource to hand to any recruitment members that may be interested in joining the board. And then on the right, you have your board member recruitment matrix that we talked about a little bit. You can start by putting all your existing board members on there and putting in their attributes and their experience and strengths, and just seeing where are the gaps that you're missing on the board, and is there any needs that your organization needs that you could maybe target certain people with certain experiences or strengths into your board. And this is our team. Thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any further questions, feel free to reach out to any of us on the conservation leadership and planning team. Here is the main email. You can always email at the ndsu.sscc@ndsu.edu, and we will get any of the messages or questions that you guys have. Thank you so much, and have a great day.